So the Galaxy Tab A7 Lite just came out recently, but I'm wondering if you should consider the Tab A 8.0 tablet now that Samsung is offering longer software updates. Well, when it comes to the price, these are very similar. They start around $150 and they go up to around $280 in the United States, depending on which model you choose. You've also got 32 gigabytes or 64 gigabytes of storage on both tablets. Now, when it comes to the screen, both are 720p resolution. Tab A 8.0 is a little bit brighter and has slightly better viewing angles. You can see the Tab A7 Lite screen is definitely a little bit larger, a little bit taller. At 8.7 inches, you will get a little bit slimmer bezel all the way around on the Tab A7 Lite, but I've got to say, neither are great for reading text because of the 720p resolution screens. But if you're watching movies or videos, either one should be fine. Now, the speakers on both tablets actually seem pretty good for the size, and I don't feel that you can go wrong with either, but I feel like they could make them a little bit louder. But I feel the Tab A7 Lite is going to be a little bit better option if you watch a lot of movies or videos, mainly because of the speaker placement. Good thing is both have Dolby Atmos, which does give a nice boost no matter what you're listening to. Now, if battery life is going to be the deciding factor between these two tablets, it's a pretty easy decision. The Tab A7 Lite lasted 7 hours in my battery drain test, and the Tab A 8.0 lasted 1 hour longer at 7 hours before it died. So yeah, if you want the longer battery life, you definitely want to go with the Tab A 8.0. Now, performance on these tablets is not going to be their strongest feature. A7 Lite benchmark scores are slightly higher on the multi-core scores, but pretty much the same on single-core score. Now, even though these two in the video are 32 gigabytes of storage, 2 gigabytes of RAM on the Tab A 8.0 with the Snapdragon 429 processor, and 3 gigabytes of RAM on the Tab A7 Lite with a MediaTek MT8768. I have to admit, if you're used to using a more expensive phone like I am with the Galaxy S21 Plus, these both feel pretty sluggish even when just moving around the software. But as long as you keep in mind these are entry-level devices with lower resolution screens, you should be fine using these for most basic things. Now, it's sort of hit or miss on which of these are better at gaming. In some of my testing, the Tab A7 Lite loaded games faster, but not by much. Just to give you an idea, both tablets are on the same settings for PUBG Mobile, smooth graphics with medium frame rates, and both do an okay job at casual gaming. Sure, both tablets are going to get a little bit warm when gaming, and the games are going to load a little bit slower than on more expensive devices. But I feel like the gaming experience on these two tablets are going to be fine for most people, and I feel like once the games have loaded, they're going to play pretty smooth without too many hiccups.
But I do have to say, if you want this for, say, Asphalt 9, I would definitely look elsewhere, because that game doesn't play very smooth on this tablet. You can see here how much it does struggle with the gameplay.
Now, probably one of the weakest features on these two tablets is going to be the cameras. The Tab A7 Lite is a little bit better in low light situations, but to be honest, neither is that great at photos or video. You get full HD at 30 frames per second on front and rear facing cameras for the Tab A 8.0, but here's a few samples of each just to give you an idea of what to expect. Just keep in mind, these are lower resolution cameras, so if you're looking for something to use for zoom videos and you don't have a more expensive tablet, you'll definitely want to use your cell phone. Even cheaper phones are getting really good compared to just a couple years ago. Now, both tablets are on Android 11 May 1st security patch, so you're going to get a very similar experience on both tablets. Downside is the 8.0 is not going to get as many updates as the Tab A7 Lite. Good thing is the Tab A 8.0 is scheduled to get one more year of software updates, not to mention security updates as well. But if you're going to go on software updates alone, then yeah, you're probably going to want to go with the Tab A7 Lite just because it's newer. Overall, these two tablets are pretty much what I expect for the price. Lower resolution, slower performance for both of these. But if you're okay with that, which tablet would you choose? For me, I'd probably go with the Tab A7 Lite. Sure, it's not as bright, but I do like having more software updates and the slimmer bezels. Not to mention, speakers on both sides of the tablet are definitely something that I prefer. So hopefully this gave you a little closer look at these two tablets and give you a little bit better idea of which tablet is better for you.
So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.